Hello everyone. I'm going to discuss some of the things that I've done. I haven't created very many videos at all, so I'm going to try to start creating some more video content about my build. But one of the things I've done is this. If you notice right here, there's a cable that's running attached from this gusset here all the way down to the engine. There's 2 points on each side. And what that's for, because these 4-stroke engines, they have a very narrow mounting base, and with the rubber grommets or bushings, the engine has a tendency to want to rock forwards and backwards. So what I've done is I created this cable, and that'll help eliminate some of that. And it's worked pretty well. I've tried it already. So it keeps the engine from moving forward. Another thing I've done is when the engine from the factory, it's got this pressure switch right here. This pressure switch, normally when there's no oil, the switch will be grounded. So that way the light will be on. If the switch is grounded, then that actually completes the circuit, and then you'll have a light that comes on. When the pressure builds up, that switch will open. It'll be like an open circuit or open switch. And then when that happens, of course, the light will turn off. So when the engine starts up, it builds pressure, it opens that switch, off goes the oil light. So that's how that works. And let's see what else. I have this adapter. It's a Mikuni adapter. I got it from Performance Machine and Design website. And it's a 670, it's for the Predator 670, but it will work on the Duramax 999cc engine. And this is the boot, the 34 millimeter boot that goes with this adapter. It does not come with this. You have to buy this separately. So you have to buy this, a 34 millimeter boot that goes with this, and it works pretty well. I haven't had any problems with it. Back over to the front of the dash or instrument panel. This right here, this is your charging port. So when you hook up the charger for the battery, that's underneath the skin of this. This is your main power switch. That's your main power switch light. This is your optional cell phone power to charge it or not. You can turn it on or off. This is my fuel pump. That's my fuel pump. And this is my kill switch. So up is off or kill, down is run. And I had to actually write that on there because it was getting confusing. So I hand wrote that on there for now. And then here's the start switch. And that's it. And this is a low oil pressure light. And then my tack and my engine temp monitor. And that's it for the instrument panel. On the other side of the engine, you have this device right here. I don't know the exact name for this. Maybe it's a rectifier. I don't really know, but it has 5 wires total. You got your 2 coil wires for your kills. These wires will kill the coils or shut them off. This is originally from the oil sensor. So when you have a low oil pressure, it sends a signal to this, which will kill the wires and shut the engine down in case of a low oil pressure. And this other wire right here, this one right here, this is your kill wire switch that goes to the instrument panel. And it goes to, one end goes to the battery ground or negative terminal of the battery, and the other end goes to a switch. So you can actually, when you flip the switch, it makes a direct path to ground, and it shuts off it grounds out both, what do you call it, the coil packs. Without this, you have to have this. Without this, and you just tie the two wires or two coils together using one wire and then expect it to go to the switch to ground it out, the engine will not run. What you need to do is you need to have a diode that isolates the two coil packs from each other. If you tie them together, then they will cancel each other out, even though it's not grounded. If you tie them together, the engine will not run. So you got to make sure that either you use a diode when maybe you can go to Amazon, buy a diode, or you can just use what comes with the engine here. And like I said, this wire, which is the black and red wire, black with red stripe, that's going to go to your kill switch. Yellow wire not used. The two black wires are for your coils. And in this fifth wire, it's just a chassis ground. So I just have it connected to the cylinder head. And then you got this wire here. This goes to the temperature sensor that goes to the engine monitor. And then you have your battery negative cable, your battery positive cable. And they go to inside the firewall to a relay. There's a different relay right here that I have in there. And that will actually, when you push the starter button, it makes contact and sends power to the solenoid. And I have it jumped right here. Without this jumper wire, when you push the button, nothing happens. So you got to have this wire on there so you can make it to where you can use the push button starter to make it work.